This is a song tutorial for Sunshine of Your Love by Cream, obviously with Eric Clapton as well. And this is, if you haven't seen already, this is part of the Andy Guitar Band program where we're learning a set of classic cover songs and then you get to play them along with the Andy Guitar Band to encourage you guys to play along to full tracks where you can see exactly what we're playing, to give you guys a set of songs that you can learn and know. And you can even share this series with your friends because we have bass tutorials and drum tutorials for every song in this set, so you can even join or start your own band. Very excited about this. This song is obviously one of the most classic riffs and best easy riffs of all time, but there's definitely some sticking points that I hope to help you guys out with. We're going to be covering all the main sections, all the rhythm sections in this tutorial. The solo tutorial is a website and Andy Guitar app exclusive. There'll be links in the description for exactly where you can find that. But let's get on with the tutorial now for all rhythm parts of this great song. So we have riff 1, which starts the song. And then the main riff, which is also in D, but goes throughout the rest of the song. That riff only happens the once, really. Riff 3, we move down a string and play normal power chords at the start. We return to riff 2, and then we're on open power chords. Which repeats, and that is what we're going to be covering in this tutorial, as well as just the general structure, which I hope the play along video will really help you with. Riff 1 starts with the 3rd finger at the 12th fret, and we're just playing single notes from the blues scale. In other videos in this series, I've mentioned that pentatonic position 1 is very misleading because this note is often played here. That is the blues scale in D. That is what I would make sure that you're aware of before you learn the order of these notes. Otherwise, you're learning a complicated sentence before knowing your ABC, really. That would be riff 1. So 12, 12, 10, 12. 12 on the A string now. 12, 11, 10. 10 on the thickest string, 8 on the A string, and back to 10. Nuances, at the end of the riff, I would be playing this note twice. The second repetition, we'd play this note twice. I'm also playing very short staccato notes throughout most of this riff until literally the last 3 notes. Very short staccato notes by muting with this hand, so resting my finger on the string, but muting it, and muting also with this hand. From here, there are many variations on this riff throughout the song, but I would play it like this, and mostly I'm sticking to this in the band recording, though I'll show you a couple of my variations as well, because I was playing and singing and having a good time and just doing a cover of a great song. So. That's basically what I'm doing. That is the riff, pretty accurate to most of the ones, most of the times Eric Clapton plays it in the original recording. We could, of course, play just bar chords. I do that plenty in the band recording. Either way, we're always playing the major third and the root note, and that's what we're adding to as a difference to the first time we played it. The ending, we have a double stop here with the G string and the D string, played by the third finger at 12th fret. First finger vibrato, which I've sometimes done with kind of a whole arm vibrato. I'm really getting into this. I really just like the wild sound of it personally. Been getting into that more and more. My vibrato with my first finger isn't the best sounding, and I kind of do that if I was paying more attention to it and not singing as much. So that is the main riff that we would then come back to in kind of a 12-bar blues structure, which I'll talk about in a second. But riff 3,
I'll stay with you, darling, now. I'll stay with you till my seats are dried up.
the most distinctive riff 3 anyway, is when we move to the G chord or G position. Essentially exactly the same riff as kind of riff 1, but with the power chord this time rather than single notes. But we are essentially down a string, and if you're a real beginner, it's a good idea to just play that normal riff down a string. That's something we experiment with in my more beginner-friendly tutorial, which I've done already, and it's up on YouTube as well, if this is a bit going too fast for you or anything. This band program does kind of motor along. We've got a lot to cover, so... That is what I'm playing for riff 3. We then return to riff 2. Which you will also see me play like that, plenty. We then have very easy power chords, the one finger A power chord, played with down, up, down, a C power chord, and then a G power chord.
I've been waiting so long to be where I'm going in the sunshine of your love.
That happens 3 times. So that was one finger A power chord, 3rd fret power chord, root 5, it's a 5th string root note, 6th string root note is the G, A, C, G. Notice the mutes in between them all. Done with that hand. And then on the final time, on love, we have... Down, 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 down. So this is for 2 bars in total. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Amp settings, I use my Victory Sheriff 22. This time I was on volume 2. And I had the overdrive in the middle, or just the volume in the middle, but this essentially doubles up as a gain. There wasn't enough overdrive. I had to really beef it up in the mix and try and compress my guitar and sort of make it overdrive more in the mixing stage, which isn't ideal. That was because it really cleaned up when I put it into the neck pickup, which is what I chose to use. So I've compensated for that a little bit. We're still on the crunch setting, but I've got a booster pedal on this sound already, just to try and fatten out the sound. That's what you're hearing now. So on the crunch setting, gain 5 out of 10 with a booster pedal, a Tube Screamer replica already pushed in front of this, all done on the Boss Katana. And they're all the basic riffs that you can play along to this entire song with, all the rhythm parts to it. Now, structure-wise, it's essentially a 12-bar blues from either when I start singing or when the guitar solo starts. By which I mean we have 4 bars of that first riff, or 4 times through that first riff, just like we would have in a 12-bar blues in D in its most basic format. We then move to G for 2 bars, which is what we would do in a 12-bar blues as well. And then we'd return to the D, but playing the riff again, just to reiterate that, for a further 2 bars. And every time we play the riff, it's just a bar. So it's just how many times you play that riff. That gets us through 8 bars. The typical next chord in a 12-bar blues would be the A chord, and that's exactly what it is here. But it is, of course, the riff. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's for a little bit longer as well. But of course, once we're on this section, we know exactly what we're playing. That section's probably the easiest part of the song. And we have the lyrics. You keep going with the same riff until love. And then we're back to. Okay? From the very start of the song, we have 4 times round the riff. But we have the lower one, sort of riff 1 that we covered, and then into riff 2, exactly as we covered it earlier in the song. This is where, hopefully, this band program will really help you guys, because you'll be able to see it. I do so many little variations in this. I'm not going to have the guitar under the screen. I'm just going to show you exactly what I'm doing for the first repetition, and then we'll have a go at the full song after this. You can slow it down more on YouTube if you need, but let's get on with just the intro, verse, and chorus, so 1 round of everything. Watch this first if you need to, and then try and play along, or you can have a go at playing along with this straight away. Here it comes, Sunshine of Your Love, slow playthrough.
Tired eyes, I'll be with you soon, my love, and give you my own surprise. I'll be with you, darling, soon. I'll be with you when the stars start falling. I've been
So hopefully that was something that you could do, guys. Hopefully this playing along is really fun for you and you're getting something from it. Again, this is me playing it. It's not Eric Clapton. There are plenty of videos of Eric Clapton for you to check out if you want to compare and contrast and learn your own version, learn it more accurate to what he does. You know, you do your thing. I just wanted to offer an opportunity to be able to see the guitar on the screen and give you guys that feeling of joining into a real band. That's all I'm offering with this program. That's why it's free on YouTube. When it repeats, again, there's sometimes a couple of that, just that riff on D. Sometimes it's only once, and sometimes it happens a couple of times, okay? To be clear, what we did was between the first and second verse, there's only one riff before the 12-bar blues kicks in. When it's the solo, there's no extra riff, it's just straight into the 12-bar blues after the A power chord section. And before the final chorus, or before the final repetition of everything, it's 2 riffs, if that helps you. But in a live band, I could just keep playing the riff and not sing. And when I start singing, everyone knows, that's the one of 4 riffs. That everyone knows where they are. You use the vocal as a guide. Hopefully that explanation helps some of you. I know a lot of people really struggle with song structure, so hopefully just by watching this video and learning that way of doing it, you'll learn this song and it will really help you, and you'll be able to play along to any Eric Clapton version you want and have some fun there as well. So here we're going to go for the full band play along. Hopefully this is proving really fun for you guys. You can improvise your own solo if you wish, or you can learn what I did by checking the link in the description and checking out my tutorial on my website, andyguitar.co.uk. But this play along section will help you learn the structure of this song and encourage you to practice more along to full original recordings as part of your practice routine, especially if that's not what you're doing enough of already. You can slow it down if you wish, but here we go with the full band play along of Sunshine of Your Love. Please play along, and I hope you have some fun doing so. So that was how to play Sunshine of Your Love. Let me know how it went for you in the comments below. More help on the website andyguitar.co.uk and on the app. I hope you're really enjoying this band program and you can check out more videos from it right now.